Would you believe, being a food content creator, you could go to events where there's food and take zero pictures of the food? And that's what I did last night. I went to the Jamaica Observer Food Awards in Jamaica, had me a blast. But I didn't take one picture of any of the food. Because one, I didn't want to, honestly. I actually wanted to just enjoy the food, enjoy being there. What did I do instead? I got to hang out with my friends, who I got to see and hug so many people and friends that I haven't seen in a very long time. I got to take pictures with said gorgeous friends, take pictures of them. I got to meet people. I got to eat some of the most delicious food, Jamaican food from different Jamaican food companies and brands. I got to dance to dancehall and soca music, and everybody else was doing the same, and it just felt like being home, because I am home. I got to meet my favorite, or recent favorite, cookbook author, who's giving me a signed copy of his cookbook. And I went home a little late, or let's just say I stayed out late, way past my bedtime, but I have zero regrets. But while my camera may be empty of foods, and there are a lot of food influencers there, whether they're lifestyle or food, I do not know. But I know I saw a lot of cameras. I saw a lot of DJI pockets and Insta360 cameras and iPhones. Everybody taking, from all the different angles. I did not, and I didn't feel bad about it. But you know what was full? My heart was full, completely. I was completely happy, full from just one, being home, two, having my Jamaican food, three, being around my Jamaican people, friends, acquaintances. It was beautiful. But also, when I lived in Jamaica, for as much as how I lived in Kingston, worked in Kingston, and knew a lot of people, I never went to the food awards. So being able to go to it this time was absolute joy. It was fun for me, and I would absolutely do it again. So why am I sharing this? Because I want to highlight the fact that just because you're a food content creator or somebody who works in the food content creation space doesn't mean that every single piece of your life has to be content. And for those who choose to make that the case for them, this is no judgment, but I think what gets missing, or what often gets lost, is the ability to be present. And I've said this in previous videos before, that just being present it takes effort to be present, given what's happening in the space now, or with social media being what it is, where everybody's on their phone. Experiencing something through your phone is not the same as being there and experiencing it in its entirety without your phone. Like, what did you do before phones existed, or cameras existed, or phone cameras existed? You were there, you had a good time, and you had the memories to carry on afterwards. Maybe you had some pictures every now and then, because there was film and not everybody had it. But when you did get those film, I remember going to get, my film developed, and when you got those pictures, it was always so, I don't know how to describe it. It was just an entirely different experience, just being able to see those photos after they've been developed. Now we have our cameras that we can see them in real time, and even though we can see it in real time, we often still get stuck trying to live through the camera as opposed to living in the moment. So what happens when you put your camera away? You probably spend a lot of time laughing till you cry, laughing till you need to go to the bathroom. You probably spend the time eating a lot of food So much so that you can't eat no more. But you're gonna take another bite because you missed it. You missed a vendor and this looks really good and you're gonna sample it. And the thing is, they had samples of pretty much, I mean, it was sample size type food, that taster type food that you really couldn't get full from just one plate or taste. But by the time you made it around the venue, guaranteed you would be full. But that is part of the experience of being at this kind of a food event. So as a foodie, I had a new appreciation for attending an event like that for a variety of reasons. One, now that I'm in the food content creation space, I see things now that I didn't see before, or I'm aware of things now that I wasn't aware before. It also allowed me to appreciate food from a different perspective. As somebody who now works with, creates food, creates recipes rather, and takes pictures of food, I now have a different appreciation. So when I was talking to the different chefs about what they were sharing with us or showcasing, you know, hearing them tell us what that was, or tell me what that was interesting, but beautiful.